Hi everyone, welcome to another interesting video. In today's lesson, we want to solve for x in this nice exponential expression, an Olympiad maths question. So to solve this, we are going to side by side demonstrate this with two methods. So first, from our question, we have 7 to the power of x equal to 98. So we repeat the question over here. 7 to the power of x equal to 98. Now, from the two side by side method, we take the log of both sides. From this method 1, we have log of 7 to the power of x equal to log of 98. But for this side, first we simplify the right hand side. We have 7 to the power of x equal to 98 simplify as 49 multiplied by 2. Then we can now divide both sides by 7. We have divide by 7, then divide here by 7. So 7 here will be 1, and 7 in 49 we have 7 times. So it means we have over here 7 to the power of x over 7, which can be written as 7 to the power of 1, and that will be equal to 7 multiplied by 2. For this first method, we have that we can bring this x at the exponent down to the base. So we have x log of 7 equal to log of 98. Then we can simplify the right hand side as x log of 7 equal to log of 7 multiplied by 14. So from here we can divide both sides by 7. We can divide both sides by log 7. We have divide by log 7, then divide by log 7, so that log 7 at the left hand side, we cancel out log 7 at the numerator of the left hand side. So we now isolate x. We have x to be equal to log of 7 multiplied by 14 over log 7. So over here, what we need to do is to consider for the left hand side of the second method an identity which is a to the power of m divided by a to the power of n can be written as a to the power of m a to the power of m minus n. So if we consider this identity, then we can simplify the left hand side of the second method by transforming it to this part of the identity. So that will now become 7 to the power of x minus 1 will now be equal to 7 multiplied by 2. So from here we can now take the log of both sides of second method. So we have log of 7 to the power of x minus 1 equal to log of 7 multiplied by 2. Now from the exponent of the left hand side, so we bring it down to the base. So we have x minus 1 into bracket log of 7 will be equal to log 7 multiplied by 2. So from the first method, this can now be written, the numerator can now be simplified as considering a log identity, which implies log a plus log b is written as equal to log a multiplied by b. So looking at this identity, we can discover that we can put this part in this form. So we now have x to be equal to, x will now be equal to log of 7 plus log of 14. That will be over log of 7. And that will give us x will be equal to log of 7 plus log of 14, and that will be over log 7 over log 7. So log 7 cancel out log 7, and we are now left with x equal to 1 plus log 14. Can also be simplified as 2 multiplied by 7, and that will be over log 7. So from the second method, we can divide both sides by log 7, and we isolate x minus 1. So we have x minus 1 equal to log 7 multiplied by 2 over log 7. So considering the log identity which we use in the first method, this identity, so we apply it to the numerator of the right hand side of the second method. So we have x minus 1 will now be equal to log 7 plus log 2 over log 7. Now from here we can write this as log 7 over log 7 plus log 2 over log 7, and that is x minus 1. So from the second method, we have that x minus 1 will be equal to log 7 cancel log 7, so we have 1, then plus log 2 over log 7. So we can simplify this. And if we simplify this, we have x minus 1 equal to 1 plus log 2 base of 7. So we can bring this minus 1 at the left hand side to the right hand side, and we have x will be equal to 1 plus 1 then plus log 2 base of 7. So 1 plus 1 give us x will be equal to 2 plus log 2 base of 7, and this will be the value of x using the second method. So let's go back to the first method. From here we can write this as x will be equal to 1 plus log 2 plus log 7 using the previous identity, and that will be over log 7, and that is equal to x will now be equal to 1 plus log 2 over log 7, then plus log 7 over log 7. So log 7 we cancel out log 7, so we are left with x will be equal to 1 plus log 2 over log 7, then plus 1. This gives us 1, so we can now add 1 plus 1, so we get x will be equal to 2 plus log 2 base of 7. So that is if we simplify this term, log 2 over log 7. so we can simplify it. Then we have this, so we have log 2 base of 7, which is rightly the same as method 2. So hope you enjoy this one. Then let's go ahead to verify the value of x. So verification. So from our equation, we have x to the power of 7 equal to 98. So if we insert the value of x that you are seeing at your view over here, we have that x, we have that 7 will now be to the power of 2 plus log 2 base of 7. Would that be equal to 98? So from here we can simplify this, and we have 7 to the power of 2 multiplied by 7 to the power of log 2 base of 7. Would that be equal to 98? So we simplify this using the identity base a to the power of m plus n. So m here will be this 2, then n here will be log 2 base of 7. So can be written in the form of a to the power of m multiplied by a to the power of n. So we simplify that to this form of the identity. That's why we have this step. So from here, we have 7 to the power of 2 multiplied by 7 to the power of log 2 base of 7. Would that be equal to 98? So 7 to the power of 2 equal to 49 multiplied by this expression. Would that be equal to 98? So from this identity, that will be equal to 49 multiplied by 7 to the power of log 2 base of 7. Would that be equal to 98? So from this identity, so we can express this term using this identity. So, and we know that b over here is in place of 2. So we now have 2 as our next step over here to multiply 49, which can that be equal to 98? So if we multiply 2 by 49, we get 98, which is equal to 98, which confirms that our value of x is the correct value of x, which affirm that the left hand side is equal to the right hand side. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed this video. If you do, please like this video, subscribe to this channel with all notification bell turned on, and share this video to your loved ones over there. And stay safe while we meet in another interesting and educative one. Bye for now.